September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Hello there, this is Elias Moat of Rock Studios, and today we'll be taking a look at Faith, which is a indie game that was released a couple of years ago, as you can see, 2017. I'm trying it out because the new game was released recently, or the sequel, yes. And I haven't played it yet, but I've seen some gameplay of the first one, and I've seen some screenshots of the second one. I've been following Adolf a bit on Twitter, and itch.io. So I figured I'd give it a shot, see what see how I feel about the game, and then after I'm done with this, I'll dive into the second one. So you can see here the title screen. Looks like there's what I'm going to assume is Latin, since this is a game about a priest coming from the Vatican to do an exorcism on a girl, not with their approval, of course, but anyway, let's go ahead and get the game started. Looks like we're driving up in a car, and we pulled over, and let's see. You, from what I've seen, you hold the cross up when there's evil and things like that, or for other, I guess to like, for like objects and stuff. I guess you like whenever you need to like pray. So whenever you walk the cycles, move kind of slowly, and then it looks like you have to stay in place when you hold up the cross to stop evil. So I'll have to keep that in mind. And there's a deer. Hello, deer. Oh, it ran off. Oh, I scared it off, just like in real life. Okay, I'm just gonna explore. There's a tree. The tree looks a little different. I've seen some gameplay of this, so I kind of already like have a gist of like what to do, but probably there's like a lot of like secrets and stuff like that, so I'm gonna see what I can find. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off it and the bark is peeling, so I'm assuming that's this one. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She is totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about, but I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. It's too bad. Not only for the tree, but for the guy who wrote that. This is not like the greatest place anyways. It's kind of dark. Probably not the most bustling area. Really pretty lonely out here. Let's see, some more trees, a couple rocks, and it looks like there's a collection of stones over here. Looks like this does something. Another spirit and another note. Public lecture by Carl James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system, which I don't know what that is. Looks like to be that's Wednesday at 8. You know, which sounds interesting. I guess it takes place in, I guess we're in Connecticut. I have no idea what Connecticut's like in real life. I'm sure there's some dark forests. So look at this as like, you know, I don't know the exact inspiration, but you know, it looks to me like Atari or something. You know, with like the kind of simplistic character design and limited color palette. You know, blue stands out from the green and brown and gray. Let's read this. Martin's house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway. Trees jet out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite. It may seem harsh to a layperson. Well, I'm assuming that Father Allred probably knows what he's talking about. Hopefully. So there's probably some reason why family isn't supposed to be there. Maybe they don't want to see. Oh, there's something outside. Just gonna grab this key. Try not to get... Oh, okay. You get out of here. Please don't murder me. I appreciate that. Okay. So that was a hell creature. I don't know if that was the beast they were talking about. I'm gonna have to watch it for that guy. Is this anything? It is. Spirit. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. I don't know if that's a home I'd want to go to with I'm assuming that creature running around, probably killing deer and creepy twins. I don't know if it's... Well, that's really what I want to spend my evenings, I want to spend my days looking at. There's that deer again. Do you want cross? Oh, you don't want cross, okay. You really don't want cross. I know that for a fact. There's a factoid. Okay. So we found the house. I think there's more stuff to find though. I might not even be able to go in. I have the key. I know there's other stuff to find, so I'm gonna keep looking around a bit and try not to get moitered. Alright. Gravestone. Alright. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has a difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions to the gravestone are written in a language that we can identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of the peers at the University of Connecticut. I'll reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best. Darrell Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. Alright. So the gravestones are written in something old, or some unknown language. You know, maybe some old dead language or something. You or just something like highly specific, some kind of code. Who knows? Could be anything. What? Okay. Oh, a monster! Why you attack the deer, monster? That's not cool. They're friends. They're your, they're cool guys. This is chat again. So it's interesting that, like, it doesn't really seem... Oh. Apparently I need to turn around. Okay. Well, it's a checkpoint there. Well, I guess I had to face in that direction or something. That sucks. It's kind of interesting that, like, when you... Oh, never mind. Oh, no, that is different. Yep. So it's interesting that, like, it's clearly not... Like, the areas you walk to every time is, like, randomized. Alright, let's just get this again. There's that. So... It's, like, random, but, like... Can't stop it that time. It's, like, random, so, like, I wonder if there's, like, a point to going all the way across the screen, or if it's, like, more efficient to just, like, kind of go back and forth. Maybe there's, like, a limit to, like, what screens it'll go to. Maybe you have to go back, have to go a certain way some of the time. You get away. Tired of your freaky... Okay, so I've been here. So we'll save some of it. Okay. I know there's a couple other things. I know there's a circle of stones. I think he said suffer there. So, because of the random nature of this, like, it's... I'm guessing, like... Oh, I was like, no! I'm guessing it just, like, takes a certain amount of time before you find everything. So... Go in here again. Nope, doesn't save it. I was hoping it did. I guess because of, like, the random nature, like, I'm guessing it just takes a certain amount of time to, like, find everything. So, I don't know if there's, like, a way you could, like, speedrun this. Maybe there's some sort of, like, tactics to, like, do this more quickly, but, I don't know. It seems like, yeah, like, this area, like, stays in one spot, so, like, relative to other areas, it'll stay. So I wonder if, like, design-wise, if it's, like, and I don't know for sure, but, like, I wonder if certain markers, like, the little shed and the house are, like, a relative distance, and then, like, the areas in between are sort of randomized, because it's the road right there. That was definitely, like, there's no way I could have come back here to that. But, like, I don't know. So maybe, like, maybe the house is always, like, a certain position away from, like, the car and the road, and, like, the areas in between are sort of just random. Get out of here. Okay. That's what my guess is. I don't know for sure. 'Cause it looks like this road is always sort of in the same spot. I mean, it's just a continuation of the road, obviously. But it seems like the forest sort of randomizes, so it seems like it's semi-random, at least. It is interesting. Interesting choice. Definitely, like, makes it feel... What? That one's weird. It feels a little more menacing, because it's like, you don't really know where to go. But also, like, it kind of just takes longer, you know? Oh, here's that circle of stones I was talking about. I know this is, like, for one of the endings. I think you, like... Yeah. Get that chaos rings. I don't have to do anything. I'm gonna assume that's, like, a dead chicken or something. but who knows? Like its head cut off. That's what it seems like. I know there's like, I know there's at least one more. Yeah, because that spot never changes. That spot doesn't change. I don't know. Maybe like the spot. Maybe like the ones that don't matter, the ones that change, the spots that do matter change. That's just my initial guess. Oh, there's water over here. I think I need to use a cross over here. And I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back toward the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. Yeah, that's, you know, maybe it was just bad first impression, or, you know, maybe it's clearly more going on here than is immediately apparent, so maybe there's something up with them, you know, maybe they're working on something, you know, sinister. Who knows? You just keep walking left to get back to my car. That's funny. Oh Jesus! God, it just comes out of nowhere. It just takes forever. I may have to cut some of this, cause this is like taking a while. I don't really know. Oh, come on, man. Can't just do that. Ugh. Yeah, I might have to cut some of this, cause like, it just takes forever, and I don't know. Like, I don't know how to speed this up at all. And like, the guy could just come out of nowhere. I don't. You know, like, it's just hard to get ready for. It seems like he only shows up most once per screen, which is nice, but sometimes he just like leaps out of the side of the screen, then you just can't do anything. And like, I don't know, there's not really a ton of good strats. That purple dose or whatever, I don't think I can go in here. I mean, I can. I'll just go in here. Pretty sure I missed some stuff, but you know, I'll just do this. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explained that Amy was down there in restraints. Alright, that's messed up. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic, in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look in her face. It is not the kind of not the kind of look a child gives you. I'm gonna assume that Amy is someone who's possessed, and she's probably some demon. This rug's fancy. I like this rug. The design's kind of nice. Like kind of like blossoms out. Kind of like it kind of reminds me of like a kaleidoscope actually, with like the design. Sort of like symmetrical. And like the four, like across the x-axis and like the y-axis, sort of like symmetrical. I guess not. Well, I don't know. It just looks nice. I don't know. Should I go back out and look for more stuff, or should I go? Should I stay, or should I go? I'm gonna try one more time to look around. If I can't find it, if I die again, then I'll just go back to the house. I'll probably just cut some of the stuff out. There we go. This. Okay. I have to actually scroll the bottom. Got that one. Oh, no, the road's there, so the road can be randomized too, but it's always like, it looks like you can never come up to the road from like the bottom, So there's definitely like a little bit of regularity. That's interesting. Like you're like in front of the grass or in front of the tree for a little bit, and then you go behind the tree at a certain like distance. So that's kind of nice. It's a nice little effect. I'm gonna assume the corners are probably a little more dangerous. Then he sort of has, because he comes out of one side. So I feel like the corners are. Yeah, man. Oh, that's interesting. I can't pray at this while he's on screen. So it looks like it's a one or the other kind of situation, which is interesting. But yeah, that water's there. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I get that. Like, there's sort of a monster chasing you, and you gotta be careful. But like, I feel like this goes on maybe a little too long with like the fact that he can just burst out and get you, and like the randomization. Kind of like I was saying before, it just feels like it kind of takes a while. So like, I don't know if randomization is the best choice here. So just, you know, like, because when I've seen this game, I definitely like it. It's like spooky, and there's, you know, cool cutscenes and stuff. But I don't know. This first part just like feels like it kind of drags on because like you don't really, as far as I can tell, there's not really a lot of choice on where to go. You just like hope that you are where you want to be. And maybe like it just takes long for like completion escape. Like you could probably beat the game without finding all this stuff, but it's still kind of nice if like, I don't know. Like if I understand like the looping mechanic to make the game world feel bigger, but I just feel like randomization makes it a little too hard. I know there's like one other. Jesus. Oh, it's up back of the house. That's interesting. You know what? I'm not gonna look for the other thing. It'll take forever. If I go back and find it later, then I'll find it. But I'm just gonna skip it for now. Probably gonna cut a bunch of that stuff out anyway. So I'll just be like, oh, we're back here. You know, we're back at the house. Go upstairs. Potted plant. So I like the way I like the way this house looks. The trees were like more or less like pretty similar, and some of the outdoor stuff was a little different, like the like the circle of rocks and the sacrifice and the stuff like that. But I make games like I make like pixel art games. Like I like to use like Pico 8 a lot to like I've done that for some game jams, and it's pretty fun. I don't know what this game was made in. Maybe it says on his website or something. I'm assuming that's a little ducky, little rubber ducky. Rubber ducky. The little water drop's a nice effect. I'm of the opinion that like you can do a lot even with just like two colors. Like this is like, except for the yellow ducky and the water dripping, like this is like mainly two colors, and I think that you can make a lot of things look good with just a limited like color palette like this. Like that's a toilet up there. Those are like picture frames. I'm assuming this is like sinks, like a toothbrush maybe. So it's pretty simple, but like, and then using like the duck and the water droplet is like striking like a contrast, like a nice little contrast, and like a character is like blue, so it's different. I really like the minimalistic feel of like games like this. I like a lot of like the old NES games where like the backgrounds would be like sort of black, and then you'd have like greens or reds sort of in the foreground, and they look really nice. Like Batman for NES, like use that a lot. Well, actually, Batman for NES, like all the backgrounds are like red, which is an interesting color. Not all of them, but like some of them. I mean, they were like greens and blues and stuff, and like browns and purples. I'm assuming that's like a little doll or something. That's what this says. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Well, I feel like that's probably most kids. A lot of kids, want a phone. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes you feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Oh man, I don't remember I don't know how old Amy's supposed to be. I think she's supposed to be like, I'm guessing like a teenager or something. Maybe an adult. I feel like if she's an adult, she'd probably have a phone. I feel like she's probably like a teenager or like a young adult, maybe. She's like young enough so she doesn't quite, like, if she works at a clinic, then like, she's probably like 16 or up or something. But if she's like doesn't quite have a phone, I'm guessing it's around that sweet spot where like she's getting money but she probably doesn't have something like that. Let's just say, I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. Menacing. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name, and others just spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came. Kind of reminds me of like Earthbound or Undertale, that line. So I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. Well, getting possessed sucks. I'm guessing this whole game's sort of like based off of like The Exorcist. I mean, maybe that's not the only inspiration, but like definitely feels like that's like part of it at least. I haven't seen The Exorcist, but I like cultural osmosis. I sort of like know enough about that. I get like the gist of it, so I'm guessing this probably has like at least some inspiration from that. There's little toys, I'm assuming. The Simon game from like the 80s. That's probably the most distinctive of this. I'm guessing those are like action figures or something, or dolls. I mean, it was just the one doll. I don't know what these are. This is probably a twins room, I'm guessing. And this looks like an Etch-a-Sketch, which, if you don't know what that is, when I was younger, it was like a little gray box like this, and you had like these two little white knobs on it, and it had like man, I don't know what the material was. Maybe it was like it might have been, I think it was maybe like iron fillings or something, like magnetic. I'm guessing, I don't know for sure. Where like you would use the two knobs to sort of like draw on like a line, and like you could like draw stuff on it. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool pastime. I forget when this game said it takes place, but I think it's like I think I read on the website it was like during the 80s. So like, because it means she wouldn't have a cell phone. I don't know. There's a map. Talk to me, map. Tell me your secrets. Okay. Okay, I explored the rooms. I'm going to see if this goes anywhere. It does not. Doors for scenery. Who would have thought that a door was for scenery? It was painted on. Like it's not a real door, it's just like painted on. I remember there was when I used to watch Drake and Josh when I was younger, like I think it was like mid 2000s, like there was a joke where they were in a let's see, it was like a playhouse, like a tree house. It was like a tree house, and like I forget how they get in there, but like they get in there somehow, and then like Drake hadn't cut out like the door to leave, and Josh is like, "How are we gonna get out?" And he's like, "Oh, he drew the door, like an outline of it, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll cut open the door later." And he just like didn't realize that like they couldn't get out to like cut the door open. They were just stuck in there. So it was kind of funny. I don't know. That part always made me laugh. I'm guessing that's dinner. Or something. It looks like a banana, like an apple maybe. There's a little thing in the fridge. Oh, you can interact with it. Okay. Oh. You know, Nate. Let's see. So there's something in red, and I'm guessing it's like hands are. Oh, I think it's like it's probably like a cult outfit or something. Looks like. And there's like a tall black monster, like standing next to it. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's like a cult member, like summoning. I don't know why it's daytime when that's happening, but you know, I usually think of cult summoning stuff for like night. But I guess it could happen during the day. I don't know if there's any rules on that. Store does nothing. Potted plant, picture, rug, chair, TV. Turn on the TV. Talk to me, TV. TV has nothing to say. Okay. Well, I didn't want to talk to you anyway, sir. Okay. There's a bed. It's a big bed. You could like lie down at the foot of it like a dog. So it's like a bedroom. Looks like. I guess that's the whole house. I think there's. Ooh, that's a cool effect. Does that do anything? No, it just looks cool. I know there's a basement. Is that thing outside? I don't remember. I don't remember that gray there. Oh, I think this is the basement over here. I think I passed it. Because I was aloof, it kind of blended in. It's really quiet. Like, when I was outside, there was like some, you know, kind of low-key music going on, but like, there's blood over there. But like, now it's like really quiet. It's like kind of chilling. It's like I don't know, it looks like a mannequin or something. There's like a toy horse over there, like a rocking horse. Water dripping from the ceiling, so I should probably check on that. Blanket and a crib, I think. Wait, why do they have a crib down here? That doesn't make sense. I don't know what that is. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Kimbaba. Excuse me. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Okay. No, I don't want to worship death, but yesterday we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said no, but I have prayed to San La Muerte. I don't know, it's different than praying, but maybe he just meant Catholic praying. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared like after that. Yeah, I would be too. We told him he could pray to God and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hadn't come yet. And then they wrapped this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months, Leighton. I guess like kid just doesn't want to pray in general. It's probably a one-time thing. This dryer doesn't give it. This dryer doesn't care about. This dryer doesn't care about the Catholicism. So is that it's like drapes on these mannequins or whatnot. They don't do anything. Sewing machine does nothing. No. Okay. there's the scary. There's the scariness that this game obviously is about. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Elred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs in the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread wide. Amy was not in the chair. Well, that sucks for Father Allred. Hopefully he's not dead. Hopefully this isn't. Hopefully it's not Allred's blood. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, this is the part that I've seen. I guess I've seen a lot of this, but... Oh! Hello. Yeah. Oh, I got teleported upstairs. And now there's music. Well, not music, but just sound effects. That's good. Everything, you know what? Everything's great, and... Alright, get out of here. I've seen, like I said, I've seen some of this, so, a lot of this, so like, I sort of know a little bit about what I'm supposed to. Ow! Just about to say that I knew a little bit of what to do, and then I died. So clearly I don't. Clearly I don't know all the mechanics. Okay. Guess I have to see this again. Okay, so I think the first time I was it looked like I was holding up the cross before she approached. So I'm guessing it's like two phases or two-step kind of thing where first I have to hold it out, and then when she approaches, then I have to do something different. There we go. Yeah, so I have to stop her. Okay, and then I have to get the right one. So yeah, definitely like two steps to that. Oh, I looked out there. I didn't mean to do that. Did I? Oh, I didn't do this. Okay. Oh yeah. There's the mother, the father, and the little girl. And the little girl's got quite the smirk to her, I must say. Like the mother's like, "Yeah, honey," and then the father's like, "I'm great with voices." And then the little girl's like, "What's for dinner, mother?" I don't know. She's got like a knowing kind of smirk, like she knows something, like she knows that she's gonna turn into a spooky ghost later. I don't super remember what I'm supposed to do next. Maybe go back to the basement or something. Okay. I know that there's a gun later. Get out of here. Alright, I gotta be on my toes. Nope, I'm out of here. Okay, so it looks like if I leave the room, and that's also... Well, that won't stop her, but like, you know, she'll have to come back. It's just like a mini game of like... I guess I could just get this gun in the other room. Oh, okay, never mind. I just had to like hit her enough times. Or maybe I just had to get to this room. I don't know. I don't know which requirement it was. I will slowly mill upstairs, as I've been doing. I remember there were two doors, so I'm gonna try this one first. Nope. It's upstairs. Not the mirror. That'd be spooky. Oh wait, upstairs. I'm a moron. There's 3 levels. There's upstairs. There's first floor, second floor, basement. I'm a moron. This is true state. This is true fact. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's it looks like it probably goes in the attic. So just saunter up here. Okay, that's a lot of blood. What's this note say? Karen, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, blank, my superior father, blank, I'm guessing Father Allred, with blank. Like in front of her, she, blank, managed to cut the power of the house and blank her own parents, like with their own blank. Looks like someone edited that. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you and I'm sorry, John. It's kind of like, it sounds like with this guy, it kind of feels like this is the main character is writing that, though I don't know how. Oh, yeah, you gonna turn, you gonna rotate crosses. Alright, little girls.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty?
Pretty
I have
bloody.
to finish what I started. She's dying, priest.
You know what? I don't want you in that, little girl. I want you to get out, demon. Okay. Spooky guy. Don't touch me. I'm assuming that's bad. Okay. Let's see how good these collision detection is. Okay, so yeah, the direction definitely matters. So I have to keep that in mind. So this guy moves every little bit. Oh! I know it's supposed to be a blanket, but it looked like custard or something on her head. Okay. Ow! That was fast.
Mortis.
I died again. That's cool. Well, the checkpoints me here, so that's not so bad. It looks like, I don't know, flour? Maybe flour. Okay, so I gotta watch that, because she's pretty fast. Oh, that was an arrow. That was narrowly dodged. I don't know if I should watch out for these or not. Okay, so it looks like she just comes either up or down. Maybe she'll come left or right, but hopefully not. So that would be tough. Okay, so she looks like she just comes in the opposite direction of wherever she is. That's good to know. Yeah, okay. It looks like she comes the opposite direction to try to, like, sneak up on you. Okay, that's good to know. Doing some damage. I think. Alright. Moving around. Curious what these symbols, if they're just random symbols, if they mean anything. I don't know. They're cool looking, but I don't know if they're supposed to have some kind of significance or not. Maybe. Maybe I'm just not noticing it. Okay. Doing good. Doing good so far. I think. This video is pretty long. Ah! Dang it. She got me.
Morty.
Man, that phase is... so much health. So it looks like when the 4 appear, it looks like one of them, yeah, like stops blinking before the others. To kind of like help you figure it out. Alright. And then I did. If I was paying attention, it would help. Oh yeah, that was close. But yeah, like, this game, like, from what I saw, like, it's really cool. Like, it just goes to show that you can, build a lot of tension, you know, with just even simple graphics. Like, the music is really cool, too. Definitely ominous. Okay, so I'm getting better at this. Cut to me dying. Alright. Man, she has a lot of health. Like, now that I'm, like, it looks like I'm holding it for longer, so I'm assuming that does more damage. Alright. I'm getting, like, efficient at this. Goes our next phase soon. Oh. I think what happens if you don't get one of them soon enough, like, I think she just comes out of taxi. Oh yeah, next phase. Oh, that was gross. Yeah, so she does this. I am not close enough. So it's gonna be careful. So it looks like I have to be somewhat close with the cross. She just, the way she just like sort of bounces around. Something a little goofy about that. Looks like the hitbox is pretty good. Looks like I'm just guessing maybe near the feet or something, not the whole body. Since it's assumed that like I'm standing. Whoop! She jumped more. Oh! I didn't expect her to shoot that out. Alright. It's good that like this saves after every phase. Okay, so I gotta watch out for that guy. So that's gonna be tough. This one, she's invincible. This bounces around. Hit her. Doing a little better. I didn't do a very good at that. I'm just not getting close enough. Like, I want to get closer, but I'm also, like, afraid. I guess that's the point. I'm gonna watch out for that guy. Okay, so I'm guessing when she goes 5 times... Yeah, so when she goes 5 times, it looks like, she shoots the little gray dude out. And I'm assuming that will also hurt me. If it touches me, she's gonna dodge everything. Okay, so she varies it up. So... Oh, got her. Putting her red arm away. Don't touch me. Okay, she jumped out the window. That's lovely. Yeah. That's, very pleasant. It's a streak of blood everywhere. Alright, Demon, he left. The game's over. Nothing else to see here. We're done. We just go back to the Vatican. You know, report our success, even though they didn't send us. Kill her! And a gun. You know, I'm glad not to listen to blood.
With 1 bullet.
Yeah, 1 bullet. Wow, I used it right away on accident. That was smart. I need to go back in here. Okay. Let's try this again.
With 1 bullet.
Okay. I like how when you shoot the gun, you also lose the gun. I mean, it's just a silly video game thing. It just disappears. It's like, no, it's gone. It's a little video game thing. So I know that, from what I've seen, there's like multiple endings, depending on who you gun down. I probably won't get all of them, but I'll do like one of them. This looks like a really big like cigarette when you're holding it. Like, it doesn't go quite up to the mouth, but like, you know, I mean, that looks like a gun, but this music's spooky. Let's see. So I have 1 bullet. I guess I can't use the cross anymore because it's the same button. Well, maybe I don't need to use it anymore, but music feels like a track played in reverse. So this is a girl. I know you can shoot her, and then that's one ending. But I'm pretty sure there's like a bad ending, because I think you like get arrested or something, and the Vatican like disowns you, kind of dissociates itself. Pretty sad either way. I don't know. I'm guessing the little girl's dead. Well, I guess she's dead after you shoot her, but like, I don't know. She's like in some kind of state of like paralysis or something, or like a coma. But like, I'm pretty sure there's no like saving that little girl. Like, I feel like she's kind of pretty like far gone regardless. A little crossover there. So I'm not gonna get that ending because it's the most obvious. I know you can like shoot the deer. That's one ending. And there's an ending with a cult, which is probably my favorite. It's pretty cool. I think the whole cult like comes and gets you. I don't remember what this well does. So it's gonna be something scary, I'm sure. Okay. I'm sure something will kill me. Or maybe it's nothing. I don't know. I don't remember what it does. What should I do with my gun? What should I do? Walking around the forest with a gun. I'm just hunter. Looking to hunt. Oh. There's a man over there. With this music playing, it's like ominous. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Oh. I did. I don't. I think I remember. No, I think this ending is where the monster like gets you at the end or something. I don't remember. I'll just play it out. I probably won't do every ending. I kind of just wanted to play the game one time. I guess the endings are like all sort of at the end. Could I? Oh, I can still get across. And nothing. Okay. I think the music stops when you fire the bullet. It's just like, oh, well, we're done. Like, how does the, I don't know, how does this world's DJ know that, like, when you shoot a bullet, it's like, oh, I heard a shot, I went out, but it also has to hit something. You can't just shoot it. I don't know, it's just funny. I'm gonna leave. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me. Nothing bad will happen to me ever today.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Yep. That monster got me. Father and son. Yay! Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I have doing for young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help more than ever. Past few weeks, I have made great progress on Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, which darkness is inside him fights back with increasing ferocity. Let's not let up the fight against the enemy of such a critical time. There is another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. Darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but also causes a terrible strain on his body, so that there may be no mistaking what I mean. I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. Photograph's missing. Well, that's lovely. Oh, it just boots me here. Alright, I guess I can get the other endings. I'll probably just like cut to them, kind of show them off. There's not really a whole lot else going on in between. Dang, I know there's like a poster of like a clown poster I missed earlier in the game. I couldn't find it, and I was getting a little frustrated, you know. I mean, I really like this game. I'd like to state, I think I said it before, but like, this game is really cool. Like, I think it just shows, like, you know, because I'm a big fan of horror, and I like, also, like, I like pixel art games, so, like, I like a game like this where it really shows, like, you know, that a game like this could be scary, especially with, like, the cutscenes earlier. Those are really cool. They're sort of like, I don't know, they look like they're rotoscoped or some kind of cool effect to them. I guess I'll just get all the endings, so I'll just shoot her once. That bullet was red. I think. That was weird. I killed a little girl, and I am a big man and a big hero. Everyone loves me. I will, when I go back to the Vatican. Oh, that little, I guess that's the stones. It kind of looks like the stones from that sacrifice earlier in the game, but this forest is like a different forest. The orientation of these trees are not the same. It's kind of funny. It feels like it was designed that way to like sort of funnel you towards certain areas, but it's still kind of funny. I mean, I think the screen's the same, but it definitely feels like the trees moved around to be like, oh, okay, well, it's the end of the game, so, you know, we'll help you out. Alright, let's see what this says. Oh, no! Dim police murderer. I did do a murder. That sucks. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody. Oh, so he's from New York. I think it's close to Connecticut. Is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl is missing. John Ward of Palmyra. I think one of the things was John earlier. Was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night of a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. Officer thought it might be poachers. Officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. Question, Ward repeatedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl. Okay, so she's 17. Who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police noticed Amy's body in the woods near the now abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, what if I shot her like the head instead? Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. Officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Excuse me. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over, and suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain the victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. That's lovely. Okay. I guess I listened to the blood that time. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna go murder something else. So I murdered the little girl, and I murdered the father. Well, not. I don't think it's the father of the little girl, but the other father. Is it the same? I don't think it is. I think that's like the neighbor or something, probably. From the endings I've seen, like the one with the deer, where you shoot the deer, that's probably the most brutal. I mean, I guess the monster in like the back of the. That's back to the other house. The one. Here's a deer. Hey, deer. This was probably the most violent of the ones I remember. Bang! Oh, I killed a deer. As I've said, I'm a big hero, and everyone likes me for killing that deer. I guess people kill deer in real life, not with red bullets. I don't think blood bullets. Probably regular, the gray ones or silver or whatever. Well, not silver bullets. It's not a werewolf. Silver colored. I will take my leave.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Oh God! Oh, I hit that poor deer. Of course, I also killed the other deer mercilessly. This part is like really the most effed up, in my opinion. Like the car is just like smashed into trees, like crawling with like blood. Oh, that deer killed me brutally. Hunter. Unidentified body discovered near a wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. 6 o'clock a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. No, I hit that deer. That deer made me hit the tree. Spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car deeper in the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. That's why I was bleeding and crawling along. It was known the bottle had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this was probably the work of coyotes. Police also noted that parts of a cleaned white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of the car. The trunk? Well, a white-tailed deer hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. It appears the victim of the accident was only able to carry back 25 pounds back to the car. I don't know if that's like an Oregon Trail joke or what, or I don't know. That's what it makes you think of, though. Alright. So, being the big hero I am, I've killed 3 living creatures now, or
with one bullet.
living entities. Okay. I know there's 2 more endings. Well, obviously, because I said out of 5. But do I remember how to get all of them? Those ones are kind of obvious, in my opinion. Right? I think there might be one ending where you just leave or something. Maybe. I'm gonna try that. See, now the forest is not like the Lost Woods, because earlier it feels like the Lost Woods where it just like goes all over the place. Or maybe this does repeat. I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, so here's the sacrifice from earlier. Go bang! And you double kill it, I guess. You know, seems weird to shoot a corpse, but whatever. Mangled corpse. Might have been wrong, but it felt like maybe that force was repeating when I had the gun. I'm not 100% on that, but definitely feels like areas lock you or not. Alright. He doesn't even talk. It just... Oh. Oh, they didn't like that. Oh, there's fire. Oh, he's got a pitchfork. Well, that was scary. Well, not scary, but like... That situation would be scary in real life. Hello, Amy. Oh, it's in red. I am sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for people to trust what they don't understand. I know you're only 17, but you're clearly an adult and you're able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. We're having a get-together at the clinic Saturday night, and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you a part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there, Gary. So I'm gonna make the assumption that Gary works at this clinic that she works at, and he's a part of this cult, and it seems like he wants Amy to join. And also he wrote it red just in case. I guess the red of the clinic, or not the clinic, the red of the cult robes were like blood or something, but it's like, come on, man. You know, like, subtle much, Gary. Gary's probably a jerk. You know, I don't see, like, the deer I buy in the forest, and like, you know, this story was about like a neighbor monster running around, like the kid, and then the parents of like this house and Amy. I don't remember all their names, but you know. But I don't really know what the cult has to do with it. It just sort of seems like they're there, like at the same time, but it doesn't seem like related to the demon possession. So I don't know. I guess they just like, oh, it does look like you can leave. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a spooky forest and like they just like the same venue. Get out of here! Oh, thanks, Erdorf. Truck.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon Him, therefore will He deliver me. I shall call upon Him and He will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right deed.
Okay, so he finished his monologue on faith endures. So I kind of feel like that's supposed to be the good ending. I think it feels like the most lighthearted. You know, he didn't go to jail. He didn't get murdered by deer or stopped by cult members, or killed by the monster. I mean, it sucks. You know, that was like a kid, obviously, probably possessed by another demon. But like, you know, I mean, none of these feel like happy endings, but like this feels like the least terrible, I guess. Okay, police animal experts investigate chupacabra remains now found near Sterling. Also, the music's playing, so I guess it's supposed to be more lighthearted. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal which some residents are calling a chupacabra, was discovered on Metal Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. I know chupacabra is like a mythical creature, but I don't exactly remember what it's supposed to be. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle and parts of his carcass were scattered across the road. Police said they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorists discovered their remains had told them it appeared to be a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that remains were some kind of animal. Well, it was probably human at one point, unfortunately. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said the Sterling police spokesman. It's clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its odor or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. That's fair. Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children not receiving enough sunlight. Well, I mean, that's still kind of depressing. You know, it's probably like the kid was like probably trapped in a basement and then by that guy, and then probably had some, and they got rickets and he had some gross disease. So I wouldn't really call it a good ending, you know, but like, at least the main character lives, so that's something. Alright, and that's all 5 endings, so guess that's it. I don't think you can just leave. Pretty sure the game will stop you, but I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's really anything else I want to cover. Yeah, as I said a couple times before, I really like this game. Like I said, I've seen like gameplay footage of it, but I haven't actually played it myself. It's the first time me actually playing it. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, what's this? There's the clown thing. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. So that must be the twins. Creepy clown with yellow teeth. Saturday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Direction is turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Hill Road and go straight past the well. Alright. So that was a clown thing I remembered. I don't remember being at the well, but... Well, I found it. Ha 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 ha. So that was all 5 endings, but I'm gonna like mess around for like a tiny bit, just in case there's like anything else. You know, from what I've seen of Airdorf like commenting online, like he says there's a lot of secrets in this game, so that man is scary. But maybe I can ignore him. I wonder if he'll attack me or something. Okay. That scared the hell out of me because I have not seen that before. And also he made a noise, which was weird. Oh. These are the... I don't know what these are, like bones from earlier. I already prayed to them earlier, but maybe something different. No, this is the same. Okay. Huh. Maybe we just run around and do whatever you want now. Cause I don't think that monster comes until you get to the car. Oh, that guy's still there. I'm gonna get you this time. I can't tell if he's laughing or he's afraid. I really can't. It seems like I could be either. He is a scary man, regardless. Like, he's just like staying there, like watching. And that's the thing about like these like low, you know, these like pixel art, like low fidelity, you know, like, you know, that's like a person, but like you can't tell anything about him, and he's just dark and just standing there. It's like really unsettling to me. Oh, there's a girl. I wonder if I could pray to her. Oh, I get knocked back? That's interesting. Huh. Can I not? Can I? Huh. I haven't seen this before. Okay, that's weird. Well, I can't do anything for you, little girl. I'm very sorry. Well, 17-year-old girl. So that sucks. I don't know if there's anything else. There's the stones. I guess the forest is still here. Huh. I don't know. It feels like there's like an extra path or something. I don't know. This forest feels like a little different. Like not a ton, but like a little bit. Can't pray to this. What were the Chaos Reigns thing means earlier? From earlier. I don't remember the well earlier either. Maybe we just never found the well. Or maybe it just doesn't show up till later. I feel like I remember seeing that. I feel like I remember seeing that birthday party posted earlier. The truck's gonna kill me. Nope. Can I get down here? Oh, I can't. That's interesting. I wonder if this just keeps going forever. I'm sure it does. Yep, and now the car's here. I wonder what happens if I go right. Probably just more road. Come on, truck! I'm pretty sure the truck can run you over at some point. Oh. Damn it. I don't think the Holy Cross will do anything to him. I don't think I was facing the right way. Let me try that one more time. I mean, this is going on forever, but, you know, I might cut some of this stuff out. We'll see. Depending on how I'm feeling. I just want to see if I can use a cross on him. You know, just poking around and seeing what kind of stuff I can do. I like games like this where there's like all sorts of hidden stuff in them. I'll just do this again. Clown party. It's not a clown party, but a clown is going there. Is deer over? Yeah, deer's over here. I wonder if I could just interact with the deer this time. Probably just run away. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Because I don't think the game will let you just leave without doing anything. I'm pretty sure that monster kills you no matter what. I feel like that's... Let's see, where does he show up? Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, you can't stop him. He's just worshiping me. Alright. I think that's about it. There might be some other stuff, but I feel like I've found as much as I could. Anyway, so that was Faith. It's over on itch.io. You can get it for free, or you can, I guess, like I think you like donate $1 for like the deluxe version or something. I think it just lets you like save, and I might have some other stuff too. I'm not really sure. I think I might have some extra content, if I remember correctly. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'll be trying out the sequel pretty soon, so stay tuned for that.